Hey everybody, welcome to another session of Mr. Hobbs' Gamerhood. I am the GM Jason Hobbs, and today we are playing Kalmatta Live. We have just a bunch of regulars, it looks like. I thought we were going to have some new guys, but they heard Todd McGowan was playing and they backed out. That isn't true. All right, so we aren't going to mess around. We will get right to introducing the players and their characters. So if you guys, when I call your name, just introduce yourself and your character and tell us your life story in about 5 or 10 seconds. Darren.
Yeah, I'm playing Alfred, or also known as Arfed today. I think this is probably his fourth time out at Kalmatta. He tends to hang out with the dwarfs. They tend to sniff out the treasure for him, but he's got a habit of losing all his money in the bars and places and getting into a little bit of trouble. So he's going to try and keep his nose clean today and try and stay alive.
Awesome. Eric.
Hey, I'm Eric. I'm playing Dougal Bailey, level 1 fighter, and this is his second venture out into the jungle with 2 of these guys, same as last time, and hoping to get some treasure and not die.
Always a good idea. Gabriel Perez Gashardi.
Hey, I'm playing Handolfor. He's a fighter. He's a Norseman. Yeah, he's the second venture on the jungles. Last time. So he now has to rest every few turns because of his wounds. Hope he will survive again.
Sounds like your GM's an asshole. All right, then, Stu.
Yeah, so I'm playing Burl Copspeak, level 1 dwarf in exile from his homeland, hoping to get some loot and maybe eventually be welcomed back home.
I doubt that'll ever happen. There's really no
yeah, of course not. But
maybe.
Don't let dreams be dreams.
Maybe. Todd McGowan.
Yeah, I am playing Durf, son of Bjarf, first level dwarven character. Know nothing about him yet. He's a bit of a mystery to me, so I'm going to find out as we go along. All right.
I'm excited to find out about him as well. All right, so Arfed has agreed to show his screen, so all of you wondrous watchers out there can follow what the PCs can see. All right, so down here in the staging area, I've got our 5 characters, and it looks like the last time Dougal played, he had hired Larna, a warrior at arms, and would Dougal like to rehire Larna?
Yeah, I would like to try. I have a pretty crap charisma score, so we'll see how I roll.
So if you have them 2 sessions in a row, you get a bonus to keep them as long as, if they didn't take off or fail a morale check or something like that. So you automatically get a reaction roll +1 modified by your charisma.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to try and rehire Larna.
So I'm assuming, I don't know if you want to, it's a 1 gold piece a day for warriors, women at arms. So you can do that, or if you do more than that, then maybe another bonus if you do less.
Yeah, last time I offered her 2 gold per day, so I'll just give her the same rate I gave her before because she did a good job.
All right, so we'll give you a +2.
All right. I'll roll this, and then I'll add a +2 to whatever it gets.
Okay.
Oh, I can just add +2 there.
Technology, isn't it wonderful when it works? All right, yeah, so Larna is down with hanging out with Dougal.
Awesome.
All right, so it looks like Burl is who I have first. Would Burl like to hire a person at arms? Or
so, yeah, I think last time there was a halfling in here. Is he still around?
There is. Huto is a halfling.
Huto. Yeah, I'd like to go maybe pick up some second breakfast and bring it over to him and try to tempt them to join us.
So 0 level demi-humans in BX, the going rate is normally 3 gold pieces a day.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with 4.
Oh, 4. All right. So we'll get
4 plus second breakfast.
4 plus second breakfast. All right. So +1.
All right.
You can either just roll
One.
2d6
Yeah.
modified by your
There we
charisma
go.
+1, or you can roll. Oh yeah, he's like no. In fact, he didn't you know that halflings don't like eggs during second breakfast? It is quite a hubbub. Not enough to get you thrown out, and the people will still possibly talk to you. Oh yeah, someone has to spend 5 gold pieces, or as a group of you, to gather all these men at arms. I forgot.
Okay, I got it.
All right, good. So who's next? Hundolfer. It doesn't mean you won't have another option. I just like to switch it around.
All good.
Hundolfer, do you want to hire anybody? Man at arms or torchbearer?
Last time I hired Carius, but he ended up dead.
Oh boy.
Griffin
You don't want to say
snack.
that too loud.
And I don't know if anyone would like to accompany me. Maybe some men at arms with missile weapons.
All right. It looks like Manx, a man at arms, has a light crossbow.
Okay.
He's this guy right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna offer him like 2 gold pieces a day. That's the standard fare.
Yeah, that's a double what the normal would be.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so I'll give you a +1. So 2d6 +1 modified by your charisma.
Right. No, that's a charisma check.
Yeah, you just I think there's something like it's called reaction.
Reactions. Yeah.
Ooh, an 8. So he's interested, but it's not quite enough to entice him properly.
Okay.
Like he doesn't have a weapon. All he has is a crossbow and a dagger. So like you could, and he only has leather and shield. Like you could offer him better armor, or you could offer him a raise, signing bonus. There's some different
I'm
things.
gonna throw in another gold.
Another gold a day.
Yeah.
All right, so you can go ahead and try it again. No extra bonus though. So basically, you need a 9. So basically, you got what? Oh, it's a straight up roll for you then.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like right now you're paying him 2 gold a day, and he's like, that's still not enough.
Hey, he missed it. Okay.
You give up on him?
Yes.
All right. So it looks like our Dougal already has some. Arfed, do you want to try to hire anyone?
Unless anyone's working on credit, then I don't think I'll be entertaining it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to work on credit. Durf?
Are there any down on their luck dwarves here?
It does not appear so. So over on this side of here, this is actually a leveled halfling and a leveled cleric. And then there's 2 war dogs that are available, but no dwarves at this point.
Well, that's all I would need at my side if I were to hire someone. So no, I'm fine.
Okay, so back to Burl. You want to hire anybody, or are you good?
The leveled halfling is a different one than the one I tried to hire.
Yeah, he's Patka. He's over here in the corner.
Patka. What's the going rate for leveled?
It's a third of your share.
Oh. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Hundolfer.
What about the cleric?
Same thing. It would be a third of your share if you hire him. His name is Vorex.
Okay. Yeah. I bring him in. Do I have to roll reaction?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
So he's Vorex.
Dad, the hot chocolate is
So he wears leather armor, has a mace, and 6 hit points.
Dad,
He seems like he is kind of a cleric of all gods, not specifically following a single one, but willing to give blessings from any of them that he knows of.
Just a letter and a mace.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna get him a shield.
Okay, so 10 gold pieces. So his AC would be 7. Dougal, you want to try and hire anybody else? Or are you good?
I'm good.
Arfed was good. Durf was good. Burl was good. All right, so we're ready to go. All right, so our caller today is Gabriel, the player of the Nord-born Hundulfer, and his cleric of the all gods, Vorax. You want to set up the marching order, sir?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go on the front rank. Anyone with spears can go on second rank.
Yeah.
Put me in the first rank, eh? Because I'm a little shorter than everybody else. You can tack over me.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a spear, so I can stay where I am if you want.
Dougal.
Let's see. Put me. I'm probably best either in the back or front because I'm also heavily armored.
Okay.
Same.
But we have that. It would be nice if we had both dwarves up front because then we could shoot over them and stuff. And you're super heavily armored too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Burl, your AC is like 1, right?
It's 1, yeah. I'm fine being up front.
Okay, let's go with Burl and
Yeah, then I guess put me wherever you need me.
yeah, I can move you, but you can go on the back and Borex and Lorna on this third rank.
Sure.
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah. Hey Hobbs, if I want to get any like equipment real quick, do I just mark that off and pay for it?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, and unless it's like metal armor or something.
Yeah. No, I wanted to buy her a spear. I think she had a dagger.
Yeah, she's got a crossbow and a dagger.
Yeah, I wanted to buy her a spear and a shield.
She has a shield.
Oh, cool. I want to buy her a spear.
All right, AC 7, hit points 4.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna get a spear for me, so I can attack for a second rank.
And I wanted to buy myself a bow as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does everyone has rations?
Yeah, you're responsible for yourself and any hirelings that you have, as far as the rations go. But you're not going very far. I think we should probably let that out because Hundulfer has decided to return to the Sicilian furrows.
Yeah, he probably heard some rumors at the tavern from some previous adventurers.
Yeah, all those rumors that are on the journal are open game to any player, or if you had a different character that went somewhere, it's just considered that you heard it somewhere, and that's good because I don't want to penalize people for being having. It's already bad enough when you lose a character, so I'm not going to try and say well, you can't do that because you don't know it's some other guy new.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey.
All right.
Right, let's go.
Let's sally forth.
All right. I was just going. Is anyone actually watching the live stream to see if there's anybody in the chat or no? Not you, Todd.
Why not me? What?
It says 2 watching unless that's us.
Unless that's
What the shit? All right. It could be. Oh, Colin's watching.
He's
Apparently
playing
that
on.
Matt Jackson game isn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts in an hour.
Oh, it hasn't started yet?
No, I mean, it's an hour behind.
All right. That's all right. I'm still happy to get a dig in at Matt Jackson any chance I can. All right. Awesome. Thanks for watching, Colin. Spike pit in the house, as they say. All right. So I'm going to move us over to the 1 Mile Hex Kalmatta map. And while we're doing that, I have a question for you guys. If you were to buy Kalmatta Island Adventure, would you prefer the 6 Mile Hex or the 1 Mile Hex?
I think that you have it packed so densely with the 1 mile that it works fine.
These are 1 mile hexes you have already?
This is, yeah, but there's also the regular book has a 6 Mile Hexes.
Mm-hmm. I like what you got here.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but yeah, if you're.
We would look in here and find, since we have the artist himself here, we should get a. Here we go. Here's a colored version of some of Todd's art. Since we got another watcher. Where the heck am I looking here? Right here.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's Carl did the coloring on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that was for the Swords and Wizardry version of it.
Yep.
And I got the original cover. Picture bolts.
Anyway, that's exciting. All right, so here we are. This is where the party is in Hex 5353. And as you can see, there is an isthmus that leads from Sindanor over to the island. So the place that we had talked about going is 5552.
Okay.
So the caller can.
So it's a short.
Yeah, 2 miles in. That's it.
Easy peasy.
Short walk.
It is indeed.
Okay. Okay.
So I was looking for my encounter tables today, and I was like, I don't even know what the hell I did with them. I can't remember if I have a different one. Oh, this must be what I was doing. I was making one similar to what I use for Forlorn Shores, but haven't done it yet. So anyway, it's only a 2 mile trek, and barely takes you, an hour or two, if that. Most of the travel past that watchtower has been somewhere you and other people have gone quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
This is the path straight to the Obsidian Mounds. So this whole area has been, moved through fairly well. These would be the Obsidian Mounds up here. You can see that there's a lot of areas that are starting to get explored around here. So that's pretty cool. That's exciting stuff. So as you're moving up to the northeast in the direction of the Obsidian Mounds, you're moving through the jungle. You can still hear the wash of the sea. You're not that far from the coast, maybe a mile or so. The air is still heavy with a tang of salt, and the jungle is alive with the buzzing of insects and animals. When you reach the furrows, what it is basically are these large furrows in the ground, but they're not done systematically or with any synchronization like you would see from a garden or a farm. They just seem to be kind of mostly random. They do move from like the northeast to the southeast, and you see different ones. So they mostly travel in this direction across the trail that you're on.
Right.
So you're not sure if they're headed this direction or this direction, but they do kind of just pass this path.
Okay.
So I have an area map. So you cannot see. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, I kind of put you in the wrong spot, too.
Old GM trick.
Young GM trick, thank you very much. All right. See, this is interesting when you do games like this. I love the dynamic lighting and I love all that stuff, but sometimes it can slow the game down a little as you mess around with the settings.
Mm-hmm. You have the full meal deal with Roll20?
No, I'm in the middle. I was a user of Tabletop Forge.
Right.
I back that Kickstarter, and so when you back that Kickstarter, you have access to the Plus version. If you keep it going, obviously, I had to keep it going, but that's what I started with, and I don't really do. Can Durf and yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, can everyone see now?
I can see.
Yeah,
I can see.
Yep.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well-timed sound effect.
Yeah.
All right,
the kid. Got my kid on next to me in the other computer.
So this is kind of a weak example of one of the furrows that has been that crosses the trail. Now, I do believe that Dougal and Burl have been in this area before. Is that true or no? You don't know?
Don't think so.
Okay.
If you did, it was just passing through briefly when we made it to the Griffin Tower.
All right. Okay. Oh, that's the only place you went. All right. So anyway, if you feast your eyes up here, the story was if you follow the trail to the northeast, crossing the furrows, you'll find a location. You see it up there?
Yep. Okay.
Whoa. Oh, okay. You get the dynamic lighting. Okay. I see. So the furrows, look, they're about 5 feet across, I guess. Turned up earth.
Yeah, 3 to 5 feet across, and they don't come straight across. They, like a squiggly line, perhaps. It's basically looks like a lump in the ground. Sometimes it's going to be overturned earth, but most of the time it isn't. It's just kind of broken earth that comes up in a hump that's like a long cylindrical shape.
Kind of like when Bugs Bunny was going to Albuquerque.
Heck yeah! If anyone knows what that means.
All right. Yeah, you know what that means.
And people say they're made by some kind of. People say they're made by some kind of large worms.
Worms. All right.
Okay. So I guess there's no way to reach the ruins without crossing the path of the.
Correct.
Okay. So let's go from the. Well, let's take the shorter path to the ruins.
All right. I'll just help you guys. All right, there you are.
Yeah.
So the things that you can see is it looks like there's a wall. And the area here is kind of a raised. You can see that there's some raised ground. Here it just kind of slopes up, so the raise is minimal. This is like a fallen arch that once was with these large stones, and these are like pillars that have fallen. And in the back here, you can still see the remnants of a wall. At its highest point, maybe 6 or 7 feet tall, extremely aged.
Okay, and this over here
is the wall I was just talking about. Is that who we're...
No, I was over here.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at me doing it later in the stream. All right, so that looks like it's some kind of crypt or structure that is about 8 to 10 feet high with stairs on the northern and southern edge. So the squares here are about approximately. You can use this ruler here to see that this thing is about 25, maybe 30 feet wide, and 30 to 40 feet long.
Okay.
We lose
I'll ask.
somebody?
What's that?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never mind. Yeah, we did. We lost somebody. No, there's 6. Ha! Jeez.
I'll ask. Has anyone else been here before? Like, who's been through this area before amongst us?
No, not with this character.
Okay. Has anybody heard any rumors about this area?
What we heard, there were these underground ruins, like a burial complex with there were skeletons and there were some sarcophagus too.
All right.
I think it's rumoured that, like you say, the furrows are made by some sort of purple worm.
Yeah,
if only that would be a great, glorious battle. Purple
yeah,
worm.
the previous,
What a way to go!
Ruins lead to some underground tomb. Is that right?
yeah, what I've heard is adventurers that were here before, they encounter one of these creatures in the tunnels of the underground ruins. It bursts. He said it bursts through the walls.
Ah, all right. So, what's your game plan?
Durf, are you still staying away from the others?
No, I can move him. I could have moved him.
Been through some
I
stuff.
didn't put myself there. Why would I be? Okay. Where am I? Back over there.
Yeah, maybe the dwarf. Maybe they know. They are uncertain the stability of this structure. If it is safe.
Yeah, we can have a look around, see if it's stable.
Both dwarves looking around.
Yep.
Turf is, yeah.
Okay, are you guys going up on top or just from the bottom of the structure?
Well, first check around the bottom.
Yeah, start with the bottom of the stairs themselves.
Okay, looking at the stairs and the walls of it almost looks like it was formed somehow out of a single block. You aren't up on top, but the stairs, everything looks stable. You don't see anything that would shift off top. You take a couple turns to look around the whole thing.
All right, and then after that, we can check on top.
Okay. All right, so the first thing you notice is that this gray area, it looks like there was like a capstone on top of the whole structure itself. So I'm going to put Durf up here and Burl up here, okay? So, but it looks like it's been busted and it's fallen down about 30 feet into some sort of cavern below.
Oh, okay. All right. But everything's is stable up on top here otherwise.
Yeah, because it really seems like this whole thing was made from one block of stone.
All right. Okay.
It seems like excellent workmanship, but not dwarven. In fact, you're not sure who could have made it. There would be some like worn hieroglyphics on it, but you don't recognize them.
All right.
No one does. Dum dum dum.
Not even Borex. There may be some references to any gods or.
He says it's possible that this could be some sort of deific iconography, but it's nothing that he's ever seen. And he starts to go off on a spiel like, all right, as you know, surely the new gods are here, and it was those that came before them that are dreaming, and those that we wouldn't even speak of, for even their attention would be dangerous. And it's none of those. It must be something from before.
Well, I'll tell the others to come up. It's safe up here, so if you come up and have a look.
Those that come before, you guys would know, are probably either like Rodashan gods, a culture that ruled most of the known world at one point but has disappeared, or even before that, the Anthris worshipped some chthonic deities. That means they're basically older than time itself, and pretty much considered anything walking around, bugs, if that, to them. So when you worship them, you didn't really worship them. You basically just tried to stay out of getting their attention at all.
All right.
Liza, was that your hot
Exactly.
chocolate, dude? I think Liza just had half of it.
So
Liza.
okay, let's. The only way down is by rope, I guess.
Yeah. So this was one huge capstone that looks like they picked at it and busted apart. So then it cracked and fell down within. So like 30 feet down, you guys could there's like a big tumble and jumble of this large capstone that busted as it fell below. So you could fairly easily get down, but it would be a little more difficult to get up, and the footing would be treacherous.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to necessarily fight on it.
Okay. So we can secure a rope
Liza,
and
get off.
lower it down.
Can we secure a rope off one of the trees to the side of the structure?
Yeah, for sure.
Anything
It would
solid
probably use the whole rope, because that'd be about 20 feet and it's about 30 feet down to the floor. But the jumble of the capstone and the ruins below is, only about 15 feet below you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. If we don't have any iron spikes, we use one of the nearby trees to secure a rope.
Yeah, you can use the tree.
Okay. Okay. Let's throw a light torch down there.
All right, like I say, it kind of bounces around, falls about 15 feet, bounces around, and it falls. It looks like the cavern is maybe 15 by 15, and it's a cavernous type structure, so not man-made. And there is a hallway about 10 feet wide leading to the south.
Okay. Okay. So
Do we have? I'm just gonna ask. Do we have anybody that's relatively light that we could send down on the rope first to determine whether or not those capstone remains are stable? Any halflings in the group? Among the
no, we are all.
yeah.
I mean, my guys are the same
fires.
so lighter than the heavily armored.
My hireling is wearing leather armor.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Okay, so we volunteer Larna to go down first.
Voluntold.
All right, so Larna would be Dougal's, right? I think.
Yep.
So that would require a morale check to go down into some hole by themselves, made by worshippers of chthonic gods.
We are right here. We're not far. So just, we got your back. It's all right.
So it's no
It'll be
problem.
fine.
You just do a morale check.
Okay, my morale is bad because I have a charisma penalty. So let's see here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's interested in doing that.
Okay.
I have to
wait.
go to the bathroom. Hold on, you guys figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down there and.
Oh, well.
So if there anything,
nobody else in leather armor that can.
no,
All right.
we got the cleric in leather armor. He's not going down there, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go. I should be able to determine whether it's safe or not with my knowledge of structures and
Stonework.
Yep. All right.
Do we have
I know.
a cleric now, or are we just fighters and dwarves?
I have yes, Vorex is a cleric.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I mean, he probably has like one spell.
Okay, so I just want to get this all straight here. So Gabriel Hundelfer is a fighter.
Yeah, he's a fighter. Yeah.
Okay, Arfid.
Yeah, he's a fighter.
Fighter. Dougal.
Fighter.
Fighter, and then 2 dwarves.
Yep.
Okay.
Henry.
All right. Good.
And a cleric henchman and a woman at arms henchman.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to this place with another character, so even if I'm the caller, if anyone, I'm gonna let you guys like explore the place. I mean, there's a place I have been here, but there are other places we haven't explored yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so on the first map, if anyone wants to pick up the color, it would be great. So I mean I don't wanna I can play well, you know, but
so as not the metagame. Did anyone make it back from that excursion that would
yeah.
justify player knowledge is character knowledge?
I
Like,
mean,
did anyone make it
we were
back?
3, yeah, we were, and some henchmen, and yeah, we all came from the previous. So I mean,
So
we
it's
know
probably-
what's in there. Probably.
All right. So we talked amongst ourselves. Jason and Derp's gonna go down first.
I think you're muted, Jace.
You're muted.
Muted.
Shit, I just muted myself. What a dumbass. All right, so are you using the rope for stability as you go down, Todd?
Oh, yes, of course.
All right, perfect.
Okay, where is it? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Okay.
So, Durf, you can actually see or no?
Ah, all right. There you go. Super. So it's fine coming down. I didn't notice any shifting in the debris.
No.
Okay, so I'll call everybody else down.
So, Arfed, you cannot see. But Durf,
Not
you
yet.
can.
All right, I'll light a torch for these.
There's a torch in there in the floor. I threw one,
Oh, okay,
so you can pick it up.
okay.
Like that. That's the torch.
That's the torch. Okay, all right. Make some room here so the rest of them come down. Okay.
Oh, I can get in there.
I'll bring you in.
Okay.
All right, so you guys can move this party one if you want to.
Okay.
And then if we need to break off, then you guys just kind of jump into your order.
Okay. All
'Cause
right.
otherwise, sometimes it's a pain in the butt to have to move these all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put you guys in your marching order. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Otherwise, you can just move the
Nice.
party token. You have access to it, right?
Yep.
All right. Probably the caller because I don't want different
Yep.
people trying to move it.
Yep.
All right. So it takes you guys about 2 turns to get everybody down inside there. And you're starting to feel a little fatigued from all the hard work you've been doing, especially Hundolfer, apparently.
Yeah. I have to rest every 3 turns.
Oh, every 3 turns. Damn, I should
Yeah.
write that down.
Yeah, I got like pretty bad wounded, brought back from the dead, basically.
I feel like guts got ripped out or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Like probably been almost like cut in half by this griffin.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
I'm,
a griffin. That's right. That adventure was so good.
I am
Your
impressed.
GM's an asshole, but he's awesome too.
I'm impressed
Yeah.
that you're out here adventuring after being so grievously wounded. That's wow. I am impressed, sir.
You should see the other guy.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay.
I'm still on black screen here, Jace.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe.
I assume that I should be down there now.
You are down here, but you still can't see.
Got it.
You can see now?
Yep.
Okay, that's weird because I really didn't do anything. All right, nice. Okay, so along the northern side of these caverns, you can see roots and stuff have started to burst through the ceiling, and most of the floor has been like upheaved enough that the large cement tiles or stone tiles that have been placed have been dislodged. But to the south, you can see like some walls and some pillars, and it's kind of the cavern moves into actual worked stone.
Okay.
Let's over to the. Okay.
All right, so you move to the edge. There's stairs leading down to a lower chamber that has a sarcophagus. You can, in the air, you kind of have a faint, acrid smell that reminds you of burning pitch. This whole area down here is blackened stone around the sarcophagus. The lid is pushed open. You can see these pillars going along this mezzanine. This is about 15 feet down below the level up here. And you can see like there's a stair that someone's looking down over top of, and then there's a stair across that leads up to the mezzanine that surrounds this chamber.
Okay. Durf, you wanted to take a look?
I was just wondering what was over here. If, have a quick look so we don't have anything coming in from behind us.
Okay.
Maybe it would be more fun if you guys just controlled your tokens. Who's carrying the light?
Probably Durf. He was the first going down. Is that okay? And pick up the torch that I threw.
Okay, you won't be able to use a shield then.
No. Okay. So that's all I wanted. This rubble here, maybe we could just have a quick look.
Oh, see, we can feel the candles popping out. I gotta make some more.
All right, I'm going to get rid of the party token.
Yeah, okay.
And now you guys can just use your own tokens.
Okay, we are in the dark.
That's messed up the lighting, yeah.
Oliver!
Sure.
All right, I'll just hold it. Tell me where we want to go there.
Just hold a second. No one can see. That's what they're saying.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, so I got to go to this and click this. Can anyone see now?
Yes.
Yep.
RFED, you can't see.
I'm good.
All right, so now everyone should be able to see. All right, so basically Durf is holding the torch, which is a 30 feet with some dim light, obviously visible past that.
Okay.
Too much dim light, actually. Kind of messed that up. Let me do this. There we go.
Oh, okay.
I like the dim better. Yeah, you are about DM. Yeah, this prove it. And everyone's watching.
Yes, we're all to see.
I like the claustrophobic feel of what it would be like maybe marching around in these pre-proto-man tombs. All right, so now anyone can go wherever you want.
Okay, super. So, where do you want to go there, caller?
Like I said, let's. I'm gonna pass the caller to Todd, so
All right.
we got
Todd, you're acting caller.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So let's just come down here, and we do know that there's just this sarcophagus here. Yeah.
It is open. So you're
It is
also
open.
in charge, you. Yeah, it's open.
All right. So come on down here. Should we have a look at that? Just to make sure that nothing's gonna pop out at us.
So you can see that the whole side of it is blackened. It looks like maybe soot, and you can kind of see it around these pillars as well, and the side of this side of the stairwell.
I look at the pillar nearest to me with the soot on it. Does it look like newer soot, or is it like long in layers from ages, or is it like fresher soot?
Dougal, that one right there next to Burl. Yeah, it looks like it's only on like the south west corner of the soot, and it looks new, fairly new.
Okay, looks like something burned here and caused some fire in this area recently.
Yeah, so Durf moves into that. See the greenish puddle on the ground, the water. So you can feel the water around your feet, and the acrid smell is stronger. Todd.
Oh, okay. All right. So shall we have a little look in here just to make sure that it is empty? And there's nothing going to pop out at us.
Okay, Todd, make a saving throw versus death magic.
Death. Oh, well, how nice is that?
First, we can't see dim light. Now we're dying.
Great. Here we go. I don't see it.
Okay, so basically what happens is
there it is. Okay.
nice. Dougal is up there checking the soot, and he's like, it seems like something has started on fire, and you can see like bits of flaming pitch falling off of his torch, splashing into this liquid that's on the ground. And the first couple times nothing happens, but a larger piece falls in, and it kind of like you see the liquid on the ground start to light on fire, and then the whole thing just kind of like gasoline explodes.
Oh no!
So Durf, must have heard it a sizzling, and he's like, "That sounds, oh no!" and jumps back. Here.
Oof.
All right, so you take half of that, so only 2 points of damage. Hundolfer, you can go ahead and roll.
Save.
Yeah. You're either going to take 2 or none because you're kind of far enough away. Same thing for Burl.
Straight.
Points on the 3, okay.
Burl makes it. Hundolfer failed, so you take 2 points of damage, Hundolfer.
Okay.
So like this whole green area is a light with flame, but you felt it at first. It just kind of sucked the breath out of you. It's just like a large gasoline starting on fire. So it must have leaked out of the sarcophagus somewhere. The torch, taking the torch in there, started it out.
Can we see better at least?
Yeah, sure. But it almost quickly goes out after another minute. It just kind of fades away.
Your flaming companions running around the chamber are lighting up the whole place to see. It's great. Oh boy, that was a rookie mistake. I apologize.
So
yes.
You guys, someone else can light a torch if you want to. It's not like only one guy can carry a torch.
That'd be great.
Yeah, you could. I light one up, Alfred. Light one up.
Okay. So. Okay.
So that kind of goes out in the acrid smell. There, you can see there's new soot all around, especially covering Durf, Hundolfer, and Burl. But yeah, you could walk up closer to the sarcophagus if you so desired.
I mean, after it burned in this sudden explosion, did this liquid still keeps coming out of the sarcophagus?
Not very quickly, not quickly enough to keep the fire going or anything. No.
I mean, but it keeps like dipping slowly.
Yeah, you can kind of hear like a drip.
Oh, okay. I mean,
nothing like catching 2 different parties in the same trap, right, Gabriel?
Yeah, I thought. I mean, I was hoping this was a one time only, but yeah, you're the worst, DM.
People say that it's a waste of time doing all the dynamic lighting, but I have multiple people go into the the same dungeon, so it works for me.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. What are you guys gonna do, Durf?
So did anybody want to have a look in there? I'll just stand back here with torch.
Yeah, because maybe if you stand here.
I'll stand over here. Maybe we'll see. Oh my gosh, it's a staircase. All right. Oh, another passageway. Okay.
I'll stand here, but make sure I'm far enough away from the liquid to not ignite it.
Yeah, so that liquid isn't there anymore. It's all burnt up, all burnt away, like lighter fluid. Hundolfer peeks in there, and it looks like anything that was in there has been cleaned out. It's pretty protected from the soot because it's inside, and the lid is off to the side. As far as the rest of the room looks, so from this mezzanine, there's a stairway leading up here. There's an archway here, and you can see. So it looks like the stair actually goes even higher than where the mezzanine is. So if this is 10 to 15 feet below the mezzanine, this is 10 to 15 feet above the mezzanine. So it would be like 30-foot drop off from here to here.
Right.
So Earl, it's like 30 feet above him on this side.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you have to come through the stairs here and then here. Okay.
Yeah. Or if you went over here, there's other stairs on this side as well. But
okay.
So littering the stairwell, you can see pitted weapons. Looks like they're made of flint. Pitted weapons and busted skeleton bones litter this area.
You mentioned skeletons before. Didn't you?
This must be the skeletons that.
We have a cleric, right?
That's right.
I am the cleric of all gods, Vorik says.
All right.
Do we know these bones? They belong to like humans, or they're dwarves?
You could make a check at half to see if you know, like half either intelligence or wisdom.
Okay.
They look like humanoid at least, but you're not that. Oh, so you rolled a 2. So yeah, you don't think they're human or dwarf.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Neither of you guys think that. So what I do if someone tries to do the same thing? Oh, well, you did a strength check. What were you trying to do, Durf?
Sorry. I was just trying to get the stairs. That's what I was doing, of course, yes.
Oh, okay. So what I do is if someone wants to do the same check that someone else did, so say Gabriel failed, you're automatically going to get a -2. It's going to be harder. So that's what I do because I don't want everyone doing the same check.
Exactly.
Because I'm a terrible DM, I know. All right, so yeah, you see there's a large archway and a hallway from this upper mezzanine area that leads deeper into the crypt.
Oh, there's something here to the south.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm just guarding the south entrance just in case.
Okay. Why don't we have a little quick look down there, Arfid?
So did Burl climb up the side, or how did he get up there?
I mean, I'll walk slowly then.
We're on the top. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was just curious. Okay, so as you guys are starting to move, you kind of feel, how when you're listening to, you're in your car and someone with a loud bass music nearby, there's just kind of a thrumming. You don't even necessarily hear it, but it's just kind of a thrum. You kind of feel that way, and everyone notices it, and it's enough to put you on your guard. And it just like the dust in the light, the torchlight around you, it seems to slow briefly. Like you just kind of feel this boom deep inside, and it lasts for a moment, like a deep chord was hit on a heavy bass somewhere nearby, and you can feel it through your whole bones. And it actually feels like everything around you pauses briefly. You can see motes, smoke. The smoke kind of pauses off the torches, and even like the dust in the air just seems to stop. And then after a moment, it kind of continues, and the hair on the back of your necks kind of rises on your arms, like something has occurred somewhere.
Do we still hear the reverberation?
Nope.
Okay.
You didn't really hear it to begin with. You felt.
Yeah. Or sure.
Felt
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like we went into bullet time.
Yeah.
Well, That's probably the huge underground worms people talked about.
Oh, I see. Look what's happening down here. There's another sarcophagus.
Is that an undisturbed one there?
Is it undisturbed? Oh.
Yeah, it's undisturbed in there.
Is there any juice leaking out of it like the last one?
So Arfed is the only one in there that can see in there.
Yeah, so
let me see.
I'm just standing at the doorway and just looking for any obvious signs of similar to the last sarcophagus with the leaking.
Okay, so like nearby the sarcophagus there. Let me see here. He does spot. There's some like large urns that look kind of more like Greek amphora or something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Shall we check this out before we go over here? Once again, we're guarding our back. If we take care of it first, take care of this area first.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, seems like a good dead end to check out.
All right.
Nice contained death trap.
Yeah. All right. So
I was just trying to affect those things I just drew. That's why I moved you slightly. Sorry. You're good now. All right, so you're going to check it out in there? What are you going to do, Arfed? You're in there?
So, like I say, I'm looking for any obvious liquid similar to the last
No, it looks
trap we encountered.
It looks fairly dry in here.
Okay. And these urns look undisturbed as well?
Yep. There is even like a light layer of dust on them.
Yeah, so they've been there for some time. Okay. Take a closer look in front of the floor to see if any signs of any disturbance, like you say, in the dust, or any obvious signs that there could be something going on.
All right, you take about 10 minutes looking around there, and you don't really see anything.
Okay.
all right.
Okay. Well, I'm going to place my torch on the floor just in front of it, so I can pull out my shield from experience. These things are not always friendly, and I'm going to just shove at the lid, see if there's any.
Okay.
All right. Make a strength check.
Strength check.
All right, yeah. So fairly easily shift the lid off to the back, and it looks like a really super dry form. Any clothes on it have been, decayed to the ages, but it's really drawn around it, and it's kind of just laying there with its arms over its chest. The arms look longer than human, and the head kind of looks like it has a sloped, unhuman look to it. But it doesn't look like a dwarf or an elf or anything else like that. Or like maybe the skeleton of like some of the mudmen I think you've seen or heard about. Cro-Magnon man would be the closest type of thing. Around his wrist, it looks like he's wearing matched silver bracelets. Bronze. They're bronze, and they're knotted, and at the end of them, kind of like a Celtic knot at the end of each of the bracelets. So that's maybe how it stays on or something.
Okay. And there's some value to them. They look.
Anything worth looting, Arpa, that we can take?
Yeah, I assume these bracelets have got some value, or look like they would have.
So are you going to pull them off?
I'm going to attempt to take one of them off, yeah.
All right, so you set your shield down, and using the torch from behind you, you could just kind of open them up and pull them off.
Okay.
And you said there was some amphora in here too?
Yeah, those 2 black circles are amphora.
From where I'm standing, can I see anything inside the urn if I look in from the top?
It looks like it has some kind of grayish powder inside there, and you can see the glint of coins as well.
Okay.
So when you say greyish powder, do I think it could be like ashes of some description?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Or gray ooze. No, you're pretty sure it's ash. I'm almost positive.
All right.
Okay. I shall tip it up basically and empty the contents onto the floor.
There you go. Yeah, some. It's most definitely ash, and you find some gems and some gold. This is both of them. I'm just assuming you're doing both.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, once I've done the first one, yeah.
Nice. Nice found.
Yes.
Okay, I'll put that in the sack.
Okay.
And there's nothing at the bottom of the sarcophagus. It's a solid.
Yep, it just looks like like kind of a stone basin with a lid over top of it.
Well, I think that's probably it in here, guys.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right. There we go then. So, shall we go back up here to the top of the stairs then?
Sounds good.
So Burl is in the darkness.
Well, I was just backing up so people could get up. You know,
For a
we
little.
kind of do it in tandem.
Quick question.
Yeah.
On the other side of the mezzanine, when people were peeking around, did it look like this is symmetrical? Are there openings onto the other side of the mezzanine too?
Pretty symmetrical. Here, we'll just move Durf over there quickly so you can see it.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Is Arf picking his torch back up or leaving it there?
Yeah, I shall take the torch back in hand and sort of keep light at the back of the group.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Shall we continue?
All right, so this hallway that Durf is moving down, you can see like these pitted weapons and the remnants of skeletons kind of littered all about the ground. Even like a dented bronze shield with the centerpiece. It kind of looks like some sort of amorphous being or something, maybe like an old kraken symbol. Like maybe, it kind of has a circle with a squiggly lines kind of radiating off of it. Not like a sun, but possibly more like something else.
Anybody have the old 10-foot pole?
I got a spear.
I do have one. Burl's got one.
Oh, great. Well, I'm holding the torch, Burl, so if you want to poke ahead.
Yeah, you can reach past him with it if you'd like to.
Okay, yeah, I'll be conscious of not like slamming it to make noise, but just kind of pressing, as we kind of go along.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are moving along. A light tapping sound of Burl's 10-foot pole as he checks the floor in front of Durf.
Okay, we'll just go along here. Let me get to here. Ooh.
Yeah, so there's an archway with 2 passages, one leading to the north and one leading to the south.
Right.
The southern room, you can just barely see. Looks like there's some dirt as you moved up that dirt and busted area over here. And a lot of these sarcophagi that you see are mostly all smashed. Like something, went wantonly reckless inside here that was big enough to smash these heavy stone sarcophagi.
Oh.
What about, you said there was dirt, like a pile of dirt on the ground that was separate than that rubble?
Yes.
Ah.
Does the stone work? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just kidding. I'm gonna hazard that we would probably be safer keeping to stone areas, as we heard some large reverberations, and these worms probably tunnel through dirt. And that's all.
Mm-hmm. Wise. All right. But I'm just going to very gingerly step in here.
Yeah, just take a look.
Just take a look, okay?
Okay, so like the whole area, like I mentioned, seems like something large. Even like the central pillar has pieces busted out of it.
Right.
And a lot of the stuff is crashed. It looks like you can actually see some treasure that must have been here that is laying amongst the detritus, as well as some crates near this thing that was busted. And it looks like you can spot some crudely made tools.
All right. Very tempting, but structurally, how does this chamber look sound?
You don't feel like, unless whatever did all this jumped in here again and thrashed around, that it's not going to collapse or anything. You're a good 30 to 40 feet below ground.
All right.
And it does look like the wall on the western side, there's some sort of narrow circular tunnel that has been came from the outside in. Apparently.
That must be where the other adventurers mentioned the thing burst into here.
I see. Let's just step over here.
So you do see like a loose change glittering in your torchlight.
All right. Shall we collect this, my friends? I mean, treasure's the reason you're here, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, let's
Can we move this choke point up in the hallway?
Are you going to start collecting the treasure, Hundolfer and Durf, or?
I am.
Yeah.
So mostly, like I say, it looks like they must have been like urns, like in that other chamber, but they've been busted, and so there's just like gold coins laying around, and then there's that crate with a bunch of tools in it, and you could still pick one up, like if you want a pick or a crowbar or a shovel. You can grab one of those, and you can write them down on your sheet. Amidst these tools, you actually find some heavy bars of electrum.
Ooh. How many?
It looks like there are 5 of them.
Wow.
Do these tools look valuable because they're ancient?
No.
Okay.
They look valuable if you wanted to have some tools to search around. It may actually make it go quicker if you're trying to pick up all the extra gold.
Yeah, I'll take a pick.
Maybe a shovel.
Write them down on your sheet.
Right.
Basically, those things cost 10 gold pieces if you buy them in Sindanor.
Yeah, you said there was a crowbar?
Yep, crowbar is fine.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Grab that. Come back.
Okay.
Any other tools there?
Yes, as many as you guys want.
Oh, I'll just grab a pick. Yeah, okay.
So these bars are really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're probably not that big. And they do look like they're stamped with some kind of ancient mark. Similar to the iconography that you've seen elsewhere in this area.
Okay. Like, I mean, minted, like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about the? Okay, wait a minute. Let me put myself on the page here. So let's just make sure we get.
Hundolfer, while searching, feels like he needs to take a rest, and it's not long until the others feel the same.
All right. Well, certainly.
That hole in the wall, is that 5 foot wide, roughly? That hole?
Yeah, 3 to 5 feet wide. It's not perfectly circular. It looks less man-made and more animal burrowed.
Worm made.
So
Do we want to trap that or something?
certainly not the purple worms I've heard of in Tales.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Dougal?
I said, do you think maybe we should, like, I don't know, trap that or something?
Bio break.
Like
2 minutes.
a flask of oil or something in case a worm bursts in here?
Well,
Mm.
we would
Yeah.
probably feel it, I think. wouldn't
That's
we,
Yeah, we
true.
will feel the tremor.
before it got here.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
we probably
It-
don't want to.
All the
rest
sarcophagus are in rubble, right? I was gonna say can we
Yeah.
shove? Yeah, I could probably burrow through it.
Yeah, that might make vibrations that it would sense and then come eat us.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
But that's
Yeah,
a
we
very
probably-
small hole, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Take
it's not.
I mean, that's not purple worm territory.
Might be a baby purple worm.
Yeah.
Maybe a bulle land shark.
We probably want to take a break, but not here. Maybe some other
Go back
place.
up here.
Maybe
or
just
check this
check
place.
it out, yeah, when
right.
Jason's back here.
Okay. And then we can discuss because now, do we want to break into these or?
Oh, sounds like they're already broken. So we're-
okay. I see.
I
I
mean,
think it's pretty trashed in here from whatever
Yeah,
came
trust the
through.
place.
All right.
yeah, we've even after just cleaning up after other adventures, we've basically got 500 gold already.
I know. This has been a good day so far. All right.
Okay, so Jason, I just want to have a quick look in the room to the north before we decide where we're going to rest.
Okay. So it looks like half of these sarcophagi, the one with the red X's, looks like the lids have been removed and smashed into pieces. So there's 3 that haven't, and there's 3 that are. Otherwise, the sarcophagi looks similar. This room does not look like it's been smashed all up with like the other room. It's just the lids themselves have been busted.
Okay.
We may want to take a break here in this room.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot, eh?
I
Why
assume
not?
they're empty, the ones that have been broken inside, they're empty.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything in there.
Are there bones or anything around them?
Yeah. There are bones all around in here, and bits of armor and flint weapons as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, why don't we check? Well, we'll have a rest here, and then maybe we'll check out these sarcophagi.
So you guys have not picked up all the treasure that was laying around in the other room either.
Oh,
okay.
sorry. We thought.
Yeah, we
I
just
thought we might.
took a break because we were
Yeah, just
kind of
because you.
tired.
All right. Okay.
And if you use you think it's going to take about 18 turns to really turn everything up and get everything. But if you use the tools, it'll be about half that.
Oh,
Okay.
Do we really want to go smacking around stonework with the possible wormhole right there?
We could check these.
Or maybe we do.
animal
Maybe we do.
sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Yeah.
like if there's spears, people could like stand at the wormhole, like with the spears poked in or
I
something.
also have a question about like the wormhole. Was that what kind of wall was that where it burst through? Was it solid stone or was it like dirt or what?
It looked like mostly dirt and stone. There was obviously worked like the rest of the walls covering it as well, but all of that was smashed inward, like something came from the other side into this chamber, into that chamber.
Okay, so if that's the case, then we're pretty much not safe anywhere in here.
Hmm.
And if we took longer to, if we didn't use the tools, would that be a quieter
For sure.
collection of the treasure? Okay. So there is that
If
option.
we want it safe, we would be back in Sindor. So
I mean,
nothing smashed, nothing gained. That's what I say.
There's some middle ground somewhere.
yeah, there's
probably.
got to be a middle ground there between disturbing Kalmatta worms.
That sounds like the comments of a first level character to me.
Very early in his first level career.
Yes, very early.
I didn't get to second level by doing that.
Listen up, young pups.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
we'll take the rest first.
you take the rest. Sure.
That's
So we
pretty-
want to collect all the rest in that chamber down there after our rest.
Yeah, do we want to poke around in here first, or?
Yeah,
Oh,
better.
we are here.
Yeah.
So you're going to rest first, I'm assuming, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys all take your rest. It's time for new torches.
Okay. Mark
So
it off.
if you're carrying torches, mark off another torch.
Okay, yeah. 2 down.
And just as you guys are like, okay, I'm feeling better, you kind of feel that deep thrumming feel again, and everything just pauses, almost as if time itself stops, and then it goes up, and then it kind of things return to normal. And it was just like, did that just happen? It seemed familiar, but I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
Does that feel from underneath us or from one direction?
It doesn't really feel like it's coming from any certain direction. It's such a weird feeling, and there is after effects of it. Like I say, the hair on your back of your neck is instantly up. You can kind of smell. It almost smells like ozone in the air. Not the acrid smell that you smelt where the thing started on fire, but something different.
Right.
Something.
Something wicked this way comes.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are ready. You can move on about your business.
Okay. All right. Close the wrong window. Let's see, where am I? Here we are. Okay. All right. So why don't we poke around this guy here?
Yeah, let's check this sarcophagus.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Durf is going to try and open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the torch down on around here.
I'm going to stand here just to cover our backs with a bit of light, just in case.
You're gonna look at it first, or you're just gonna YOLO?
I gotta,
Of course.
give Durf a hand with the lead.
Yes. Well, we should look first. Yes, of course. Yeah. All right. So we'll just take a careful look all the way around it.
The ones that are marked with an X, the leads, they look like they were smashed.
Yeah, and there is no evidence of the lids. They all look smashed.
And peeking my head inside, it's like smashed bones, nothing shiny.
Yeah, you don't see anything shiny in any of them.
Okay, but they were like smashed from outside. There are debris inside, or they were like.
Yeah, there's no debris inside. It looks like they were taken off and then smashed.
Oh, okay.
All right, so one of you guys can make a roll with advantage on your strength. Whoever is doing it.
Okay.
Okay, I got.
I have a real hard time bringing my sheet up all of a sudden. Yeah. Got too many screens open.
Go ahead. I got a 14
Okay.
strength.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll, Gabriel. All right, you made it. You guys move the thing over. And as you shift the lid over, you notice that there is some kind of something that glitters on the lid, on the inside of the lid itself. And inside is another, the remains of something. It looks like at his feet, he must have had some kind of bag or something, because there's just like a pile of crushed leaves, and there are, a few stones and gold pieces littered about the inside of the sarcophagus.
All right.
So we can try to lower the lid, not like throwing it to the floor.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So what's inside on the inside?
Inside the sarcophagus is
on the inside of the lid.
Okay, on the inside of the lid, it looks like that similar symbol that you've seen on like the boss of the shields. but it's inlaid silver inside the lid. Like, so when the lid is closed, it was looking down at the mummified corpse.
So it's the whole surface of the lid laid
No,
in.
it's just like maybe 12-inch by 12-inch symbol.
Oh,
Maybe bigger than that. Maybe 12, 1 foot by 2 feet or something.
okay.
Well, that explains why these lids were smashed.
Oh, maybe we can pry it with a crowbar. I don't know.
You have a couple choices. You could take an extended amount of time and try and take it out intact, and it would be more valuable, or you could just chip it out and it wouldn't be the symbol anymore, but it would still, it's still like melted silver in there.
While we explore the other sarcophagus, someone can take the time and then start like doing that.
That'll also be noisy, right?
Yep. Either way, it's going to be noisy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know. Maybe we could. How heavy are these lids?
A few hundred pounds.
Yeah, maybe we could baggage train them when we're ready to leave over to the exit.
Yeah. And then once we're outside, we can bash away at them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, or like at the entrance or something, like where it's more defensible.
I mean, when you say more valuable, like how much? Like 10 times it's in silver. The value of the silver, or maybe it's not worth it. All the
What's your
effort,
intelligence? You would guess that maybe if you had the whole thing, it would be worth 1,000 gold pieces. But if you chip it out, only half that.
Whoa.
Okay.
What, each lid?
Yep.
Holy.
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna worth. Yeah. For
Go careful with that stuff in there you got.
You're speaking my kind of language to die for.
That's right. Okay. So why don't we check the other two, clear out whatever, and we can think about getting these lids out of here.
Yeah. Thanks. Let's see if there's anything else on the inside of the sarcophagus. Right.
Are you checking each time as a dwarf to see if there's anything shifting on him?
Yep.
All right. So as he's doing that, Hundulfer gets tired out.
Again?
I mean, yeah, he just sits down and
lets him go to his business.
Yeah.
All right. So he rests as you do that, and then you guys can open the lids. I can show you. You find random coins of 400 GP, and then you have 3 lids with these symbols.
Random coins of 400. Wow, great. This is, very good. All right. So now that we've done that and we've been through all of these sarcophagus, do you gentlemen want to try and bucket brigade these lids out? Or
I mean, this is 3,000 gold worth of treasure.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a lot, right? I think it's easy money, so to speak.
Yeah, and that's not even counting all the loose debris inside the smashed up sarcophagi down below.
Yes. All right.
I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
I think I missed some because of technical difficulties, but it requires smashing the lids to get the silver. Is that?
No, we can carry the lids out.
Oh, okay. All right.
And they're worth more whole than they are broken up.
Got it.
Or at least the medallions inlaid in the lid are these like big silver discs with some sort of chthonic deity on them.
So, yeah, we just take our time and carry one out at a time or whatever, however much it takes. to the exit, and then we could decide whether to smash away or to get somebody who's got a little more patience to get one of these inlays out without damaging it.
Well, should we try and carry them out first so we haven't got some mad panic if we encounter something?
Yeah, let's
get them out.
do that. I totally agree. Anybody else?
Up above.
I'm back.
Yeah, why not?
I missed it, Hobbs. What was this 400 GP you just wrote down?
400 GP was the random coins found in the 3 sarcophagi, as well as that gem worth 50 gold pieces of moonstone.
Man, this is a valuable little tomb. All right.
It is.
I'm sure that means there's nothing dangerous coming.
No, of course not. They're totally safe. Yeah, that must mean it's super safe.
So, I think we decided to carry out the lids, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, so you pick up the last one. Hundolfer and Durf are gathering up one of the lids. When you guys feel that thrumming again, and everything pauses for a minute, even like the flickering torchlight stops, the shadows stop shifting on the walls.
Nobody move.
Nobody feels like they can move when it happens. And so this time it's a little different because Arfed and Burl also, like after that, they can kind of hear something echoing in the chamber to the south.
Okay.
Not cool. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd very quickly and quietly share that with everyone.
What do you share?
Just that, there is a sound perhaps coming from the wormhole.
Something is coming.
I said we bolt. Whoever's got one in their hands, let's just go.
It takes at least 2 of us to carry one of these, right?
Yes.
All right.
Just because of how awkward they are. Unless you want to try and break it in half, and then it would only be a couple 100 pounds or 150 pounds.
No.
A guy could try to carry that.
No.
Basically, a dex check. If you fail, then it's going to be ruined.
Right. Okay. How about Hundolfer? You take the torch, and somebody else give me a hand, and we'll carry one of these lids out.
I'll help you.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna get tired anyway. Even if I carry a torch.
Just thinking the rest of the group should probably take a defensive stand either side of this south doorway, like on guard in case something actually comes through there.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Down the corridor.
All right.
So I'm gonna sort of take a defensive position.
Okay.
Well, pretty much where I am, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so
my henchwoman
who are carrying the thing?
Durf
And Hundolfer?
Oh gosh, no.
I will.
I heard too soon.
Not Hundolfer.
Oh, not.
I mean, 3 turns. It's a lot. It's a lot of time.
Okay.
Durf and Dougal?
Unless you want to, Hundolfer.
Hmm?
Unless you want to carry it.
I don't think he does.
Okay, I will. Dougal. Yep. Durf and
All right,
Dougal.
so I just put that mark on it. You could be in front of him too. You don't have to be beside him.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. So we're marked. Super. So we're gonna get out of here.
So Durf does not have a torch. The torch is still laying up there, unless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay.
Let's get away from the wormhole.
All right. So does the group in the room want to duck out and in front of myself and Arfed, and we'll take up the back?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys are shifting around, it's going to take a little while for you guys to maneuver that, but I'll let Dougal and Durf be in the front carrying their thing. That's fine. And Hundolfer, you're still back there. As this happens, yeah, you guys are still back there.
Okay.
These strange-looking lights are visible.
Lights.
Yeah, they look like kind of a single light that are visible through, like Burl can just, see them.
Is it
Yeah.
like a glowworm, like a light on the end of an insect or something?
Yeah. No thanks.
You guys see them?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I should do it this way. This will look even cooler. Let me see this. Maybe it won't let me. Not sure why it's not letting me do that, but oh well. I guess that's what y'all you get.
That's all.
Okay.
Next time I'll have something more interesting that actually does glow and give off some light.
Like willow wisps.
Yeah, something like that. They look a little smaller than will-o-wisp though. So Burl and Arfed, what do you guys do? They look like they're kind of just shifting around. They have an erratic pattern, more like an insect than a specific, flying bird that's coasting in or something. But they are at different heights in the air, and there is kind of like a swarm of them. There's like 6 of them that you can see.
Like fireflies.
Maybe, but bigger.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use the torch. If they get any closer, I'm going to use the torch to try and keep them away.
Okay, so you can
So
still
I'm
hear
just
something shifting around, like grinding stone that's kind of echoing out. But these things come out quicker, and they do kind of have like a intermittent keening pattern to the sound. They kind of have like ear. You can kind of hear them as they come closer, and a quiet hum of wings.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm probably motioning everybody to move. And oh boy, I don't know if it's a good idea or not. My sword can cast light. I don't know if it would deter a subterranean creature, but I thought about throwing that in the room.
All right, Burl, why don't we just roll for initiative? I got
All right.
I think so, Gabriel. That's my guess.
All right. So half of them. Oops.
You do dex bonus for initiative,
No.
Hobbs? Okay.
Nope. I'm a mean GM. So these reddish creatures come out, and they're larger than that. It looks like they might, almost look like a bat, but they have a single reddish, baleful eye, and that's what you could see. And they just kind of move in. They have a large proboscis. They kind of just attack, swarming in on Arfed and Burl. You can say, you can attack with your torch, or you could use your torch to ward them off, but it doesn't seem like that affects them. And there's another one still.
Okay, I'll drop the torch at that point then.
What the shiest? This one must be larger because I can't move it unless I make it bigger. I will just delete it. Fuck it. All right. All right, so here, Arfed. What's your AC, sir?
Do I get a chance to drop the torch and get my shield, or is it?
Sure.
Be almost AC 3.
All right, so none of them hit. They just kind of swarm around Arfed and Burl. Looks like, what's your AC, sir?
1.
All right, so it looks like, I'm pretty sure only one of them is going to hit you. Yeah. So one of them lands on you, and you can feel a pierce on your neck as it shoves its proboscis into you. Wait a second. So I missed something here. Good thing I actually read what was written here.
Sorry, guys. Nature called. When nature calls, I have to listen.
Yeah, some sort of weird sturge, it looks like.
All right, so actually, Arfed, one of them hit you as well, and 2 of them hit they come in very quickly, and it was difficult to get your shield and affect how stopping them, how fast they came in. So that's for 2 points to Arfed, and 2 of these things you can see them glowing in the, giving off their own light from that single baleful eye. So 4 points to Burl.
Oh. Uh-oh.
All right.
So 2 of them are attached to Burl, and 1 of them is attached to Arfed.
And how many are there?
It looks like there's 6 total.
Okay, so I missed that. What was it that attacked them?
So this reddish, baleful glows kind of buzzed in, flitting around like more like bugs than actual birds soaring in of any sort. And as you guys move past them, they, reached for weapons and dropped their torch. And 1 of them attached to Arfed's neck, and 2 of them sunk into the dwarf Burl.
Not good. All right. Have we rolled for initiative or anything yet? Or that?
Yeah, we did roll already, but it's your guys' turn. So Dougal and Durf are carrying the stone lid.
Yeah. I think we should put that down. Not drop it.
So Burl and Arfed, why don't you guys do what you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the gamble. I'm gonna use the sword's ability, to cast light in just kind of amongst where these creatures are.
Is it the sword? Is it? I can't remember. Is it become light? Or is it cast
once per day, it looked like it could cast light and silence.
Oh yeah, silence. That's right.
So good.
The old chameleon slayer.
Chameleon slayer.
Chameleon. Chameleon man.
I don't think you actually killed any chameleons with it. We got.
I know.
We got that after.
I wanted to. I was just going based on reputation alone of slaying them.
I won't tell anybody.
So yeah, that'll be my gamble that maybe the subterranean creatures don't like light. I'll cast that and start.
All right. So a sword-shaped light appears in the chamber.
Cool.
Gives out the chameleon slayer sound.
And then I guess I'll mosey along with the group as much as I can in the same round. Okay,
so one of you actually have 2 of these still stuck in you.
Oh, they're. Can I try to do something about that?
Well, not cast light, because obviously you didn't realize that they were stuck in you.
Yeah, my bad.
Sorry.
Okay. Well,
I like
they're
it,
in me.
I'm just like, you're just like, screw it. By the power of this chameleon.
I kind of missed that they were still attached, but okay, that'll be cool.
Do you want to try and do something about them instead of casting light?
Yeah, I think otherwise I have the potential to drop if they're going to do as much damage. So yeah, I think I would have to.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I guess I would. Yeah, what do I want to do? How big are they? Are they like insect size or like the size of my hand?
Oh no, they're easily the size of like 2 fists put together.
Oh yeah. And they're on my neck.
Yeah, stuck in you, neck, underneath in your armpit or something. Weak areas that.
Can I like slam myself against like the wall and try to squish both of them?
Sure. I would say you would need to hit. One of them is an AC 7. To try and get 2, you would need to hit AC 2. So you can roll, and as long as you hit 1, then you'll get 1. If you hit the AC 2, you'll hit both. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do just a regular to hit. This is not what the bonus is for the magic thing. So let's just do it.
All right. Yeah. So you smash yourself into the wall and rub against it like a horse on a tree, but do not dislodge either of them.
Oh god. All right.
Arfed?
Well, I should try something similar then. I guess I just need a D20 roll, don't I?
Yeah, you can reach up and grab it if you want to and try and smash it into your gauntleted fist, or take your dagger and stick it into your neck and try and hit it, or whatever whatever you want to do.
I think
Not to give you any great advice.
Yeah, I'll just try and use just me pure strength and just pull it out and just try and throw it on the floor and squash it with my foot as much as possible.
He joins the hangout to watch instead of just going to the YouTube channel like most people would. You crazy man, Jay. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I've got the 10. Do I still get my strength bonus?
No, probably not.
No.
I'd give you a strength or a dex bonus probably, but sure, you can have your. I don't care. Take your strength bonus. It's AC 7 still, so.
I've got it. Well, I rolled a 10. Just my.
You are a second level fighter.
Yep, I've got +2 strength or +1 dex. So
+2 strength, you said?
Yeah.
All right, sure. You squish one.
Okay, cool.
You squish the one that was on you off.
Nice.
Does anybody else want to do
anything? My henchwoman Larna has a spear, so I was just gonna say that she moves here where she can get to, and then try to hit the other one diagonally.
Yeah, you can hit them in the air. There's a few of them, so.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't think she has any strength bonuses.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's a miss. That would hit AC 8. Right. Normal man. 11 hits AC 9. Take that. All right, misses.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to do anything about this sarcophagus we're carrying? Do this lid? Do you want to set it down so we can fight?
That's what. Yeah, I said that. Yes.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move forward and try to grab one of the creatures that are on Burrill's neck and like squish it in my hand.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Hundolfer is like trying to reach on to Burl as he scratches against the wall. Hold still, you damn dwarf.
No.
Yeah, you get AC 8 when they're just sitting there. So, but the shifting of Burl has disallowed Hundolfer. He didn't do enough practicing with greased pigs. So Dougal and Durf slowly lower the thing to the ground. That's going to be your turn.
Yep. What is this henchman up here doing?
The cleric?
What spell does he?
No spell. He's first level.
He's first level. Oh, okay. Can he squeeze here?
He can attack those, yeah, if you want to. They definitely have this feeling of unholiness about them.
Oh. So.
Oh, can turn them?
He could try. I'm going to give you a -1 because I gave it to you, though. So go ahead and roll. Turn undead, I believe, is 2d6.
2d6, I guess. Yes.
What's the Game Master screens at, Jason?
This is the new Big Dragon by Richard LeBlanc.
Okay, all right.
It's flipping awesome. It comes with character reference sheets for all the spells for like all the different spellcasters in BX, as well as a significant amount of tables. Like you could pretty much run a game with just these. It does have some additions that aren't raw to BX because it's also useful for Labyrinth Lord.
Right.
Ooh, a 9. That's good. All right, so roll 2d6.
Again, okay.
So the baleful light that is this reddish baleful glow that emits from their single red eye dims in some of them.
Okay, probably the ones that are closer first.
Probably.
Yeah. The ones that are more apt to be affected, which means the ones that aren't stuck in his neck.
Ah, weak.
You tried.
All right, so did you guys win initiative?
This is starting to feel like one of
We haven't
Jimmy's
rolled
games.
again.
Why? Did we roll initiative? Yeah, I won initiative, so it is time for initiative again. Who beat a 6?
Oh.
Hobbs.
Mm. Oh god.
All right, so many of them start to fly away, and you guys can attack them if you wish. One of them still remains in Burl's nether bits.
I've been told it's comfortable there.
Precious bodily
I
fluids.
doubt that. It's only 1 point, though, Stu.
All right.
One of them does disengage, blood dripping from its proboscis as it flies away, insect wings buzzing away.
Okay. So there are none of them engaged with us now,
1,
right?
2, 3 people can attack as they flee. So Larna, Arfed, and Hundolfer all get a free attack.
Okay, I'm gonna swing with my torch.
Not Dougal. Sorry, Dougal.
I'm rolling for Larna.
Oh, okay. That kills one. He's like, wait. Hundolfer kills one. Oh, and Alfred kills one.
Yeah.
Don't get to cleave in this instance, though. All right, so a cacophony of sound as these things go, and you guys are slicing as they flee.
Oh boy, a
Can
cacophony.
I get an action for this round?
Yeah. Well, this was their turn still. Those were just back attacks and something flees.
Got it.
So a creature just out of sight, dust billows into the chamber to the south and out over top of Hundolfer and Arfed as it billows through the archway.
Oh.
Something loud and large has just burst into the room to the south. I like the way someone just laughs.
Yeah, I know. We're so screwed.
All right, that's your guys' turn.
All right. I'm probably still just gonna yell like book it, like run, and then I'll still throw light, but now I guess I'll put it more I don't know, like right here maybe.
So you still have
Isn't there one still stuck in you? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 point of damage that I said.
Hmm. Someone else want to go first and try to get it off so I can do something?
I so much wants to use the light spell from the Chameleon sword.
It may or may not do anything, but
All right, let's just go. Arfed, what do you do?
Well, I am going to try and assist my colleague in removing this creature from his neck.
All right, Arfed moves over, the torch in one hand, other hand grasping for this buggy beast. Oh, and he smashes it, killing it.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Rid of that.
I'll say, Dougal, give me a hand lifting up this lid. Let's get out of here.
I agree. I help him.
All right, so Dougal and Durf once more
Dougal and Durf.
gather the. You guys do
Yeah.
some
It's 1,000
Gather up
gold,
its-
man.
heavy lid.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right, so Burl.
yeah, so we'll do light. Well, and before I mosey out with everybody, we'll throw light right here.
You can still see one of the red baleful eyes as it flees towards this massive purplish creature that is bursting from the south.
Massive.
Larna.
Oh, boy.
Larna is going to book it.
Can't really get too far because the hallway is full of two dudes carrying a massive stone sarcophagus lid in front of them.
She's gonna try.
We can't leave this behind.
Oh gosh.
All right, so you guys pick up the lid, and I will let you move a little bit.
How much? Okay.
Do we all get to kind of move proportionately?
Sure.
All right.
Stairs.
She's,
Oh,
she's-
ouch,
she-
ouch.
I already said she's running, so I'll put her up here.
Oh, wow.
Can't move to the square to the south, but is it single file through here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's a corridor.
All right.
All right.
In that case, I guess I could have let somebody else go in front. Hundolfo, maybe.
Also, did we forget about the cleric in the back?
No, he's coming right behind.
Cleric, you're leaving to be last. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so he can keep up the spell or the turning.
Mhm.
Okay.
I wasn't hurt. Maybe it'll be braver.
Initiative.
Surely that's why.
The sounds of your feet.
Oh, Hobbs.
The sounds of your feet almost seems like a rhythmic beating on the floor. Surely to summon anything that feels vibrations.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah. In the light of a sword-shaped spell, you see a thick, purplish creature, easily 5 to 6 feet around in diameter, as it lunges through the archway.
No!
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness!
He's toast.
All right, Hundolfer, you need to make a saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was the cleric.
It basically rears up and throws his body across the hallway.
Against? Saving throw?
Death is fine.
It's fine.
It's always death.
It's always fine. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, so you take 7 points of damage as it smashes into you. Roll a save for your Vorax, the cleric, as well.
Sunder? Can you sunder? Is that a thing?
No. Against Thunder, my.
He could if he had a shield, but he's got a torch.
I know.
I would allow him to sunder.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so Vorax makes it and only takes 3 points of damage. But
can he sunder his shield then take no damage? No. Okay. Oh, it's a save. Okay.
But he does. He is between the writhing, shifting mass of this Sicilian is between him and the rest of the group.
No. Hey, that makes sense.
Is Hundolfer still alive?
Yeah, he has 2 hit points left.
Okay, so roll a d6. Even, you're on the side with the group. Odd, you're on the other side. Oh, he's on the other side.
Oh.
Okay, like we're like here.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Does this thing have eyes?
It's difficult to tell.
Okay. I'm wondering if you might be able to use the silence spell on it to prevent it from being able to sense us if it's a sound-based creature.
Yeah. I went back to read BX Silence. The inside the cone, you can hear outside of it. So, like, we could potentially cast it on us. But I think if we put it on him, I think, at least as written, you can hear outside the cone.
Okay.
So it's your guys' turn. Let's go Durf and Dougal first.
Well, we've got to get down the stairs.
So you guys are heavily encumbered, obviously. So you can move 4.
There are 2 stairs, so if one you can go.
Well, that's a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, I'm nice.
Oh, good. All right. GM.
So nice.
Yes. All right. That's. I guess that's what we're doing, eh, Google?
Yep.
All right, Larna. Fleeing, I'm assuming, as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. She's gonna come up here onto the mezzanine actually, and up against the edge and like where she's out of the way, and draw her crossbow.
Okay. Arfed.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to here. I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna I'll put it here actually. Drop the torch and draw my bow. Take a shot if I can.
No way! Oh shit!
Whoa!
Woohoo! I'm using my teleportation ring.
You got a ring of 3 wishes in there too.
All right. Nice. All right. So who's up here? It looks like it's
Burrow, maybe. Let's
Burrow.
see here. Can I swing and move without him reacting, or do I need to do the fighting withdrawal thing, Hobbs?
Fighting withdrawal.
Yeah,
If you
all
want
right.
to withdraw from combat without him being able to get an attack on you.
I'm sorry, Hundolfer. But,
That's okay.
I'm not that sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Run away!
5, 10, 15, 20, I guess. Is that...
Yep. All right, so Hundolfer and Vorax.
Is the shape of the sword still shading light?
Yes. Can you see or no?
No,
You can't.
I see only my icon, my token behind the purple worm. Okay, now, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna throw my torch like here inside the room, and like keep still as possible.
Okay. Vorax.
And I motion Vorax like do the silence sighing.
All right, so here, let's see what happens. Okay. No.
Oh, kid is doing some.
I figured that was
Look
it.
at that. Okay.
All right, so it kind of rears up where it is and slams itself into the ground again. Oh boy. So that would be, I'm going to give you bonuses for not moving. But this is a pretty, it obviously has a couple of hit dice.
Okay.
Okay, so that still hits -1. Oh, wait, no, I said a -2. So it hits 1, AC 1. As it slams in amidst you two. So you guys make a death save.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 3 points of damage again. 7 if you fail, and 3 if you succeed.
Oh, no.
So Hundolfer was smashed beneath the form of the Sicilian. Oh, and so was
He
Rex.
fails also. Okay.
You guys see a torch come flittering out, and then all of a sudden, hey! So Larna can fire if she'd like.
Yeah, she will. Did she have a dex bonus at all?
No.
No.
All right, misses. Oh, thank you.
Toddle away.
Is everyone else fleeing?
Yeah.
All right, let's
I
see.
was going to take a shot as well.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 there. Yeah.
Well, she wouldn't be able to fire and move. So
Oh.
if she's fired, she's got to stay.
Oh, shit. All right.
You can take that back if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll take that back and have her run.
Yeah, yeah. You can't fire and move in BX. You can move and then fire, but you can't fire and then move. All right, so Errol.
Yeah. I thought we
Smashes
moved and
into-
then fired, didn't we?
What's that?
I thought we moved and then fired this turn. Is that what we did?
Yeah, yeah. You move. Well, this is
okay, cool.
the next round. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we didn't roll again for initiative, but
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Do you want to fire or not?
Well, everyone seems to be fleeing at the moment.
I can't understand it.
Yeah. They're all
You
winning
feeling pretty
some
good about our
loads
chances?
and noise. We can come back and get loads of treasure a minute ago. Now they're all running like dogs.
So, are you firing or not firing? I'll allow you to keep that hit roll if you want to fire.
No, I shall follow the others if they're all going to leave me. Here, so I'm gonna
We're trying to leave you. I thought we were all just running together.
So this is my question. So no one has a light.
Ooh. That is unfortunate.
Correct.
If Larna is running and moving instead of her crossbow, she'll take a torch. Yeah.
She has a torch?
Nope, she doesn't actually. I thought Arfed had one.
What's the one on the ground there?
Arfed can take that one if he wants.
Yeah.
Grab the torch. Grab the torch.
Yeah, but on the way past.
All right, let's see what this thing does. Here we go.
I think if we could get a bit of distance between us, we could try to stand still. Theory.
And once we get down this mezzanine.
Okay. All right, so you can hear it thrashing around.
All right.
Oh boy.
Oh.
More sounds of blood and bones breaking and squishing.
Oh, it's eating our friends.
Oh. Well, that's good in the sense because that'll buy us some time.
It's rolling in their corpses like a dog does poop.
Oh yeah!
Wow! Thank you for that one.
It's got the bloodlust upon it.
Right. That's what you get for trying to be quiet. Squelch, squelch.
Gabriel, do you want to? Can Gabriel take control over Larna?
If he wants to.
No, that's okay.
All right.
All right, so you guys are fleeing, I'm assuming.
Yeah. If we're all gonna bolt, I'll activate silence as we get out of here with hopes of improving our escape.
As long as we don't leave the lid behind. We need to take the lid.
Now you get to this chamber at the top where, you've moved into the rough-hewn cavern, and above you, 30 feet is the jungles of Kalmatta. A light rain drizzling in through the broken capstone above.
Okay. Does it sound like we're being pursued?
You can still hear stuff, but it's difficult to tell, as the echoes come around. But you do feel a deep thrumming, and everything pauses momentarily. And you're pretty sure that this has nothing to do with the creature.
Okay.
That's good information.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to have to get some more ropes around this thing if we're going to carry it out of here.
I've got 50 feet of rope.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah.
All right, so some dudes crawl up, and it's going to take one guy can roll. You can even pick if you're going to use your wisdom to figure it out, or brute strength, or what. But we're going to see how long it takes you to get this thing out.
I have a wisdom of 6, so
I mean, you can use whatever stat you
I'm gonna
want.
pass on that one. Anybody else got a good wisdom?
I would say
strength.
we seem to be stronger than smart. Or
Yeah,
smart.
yeah. I got a strength of 15, so
Nice. All right.
I'll try with that.
All right, you get advantage with it because you have people helping you.
Okay.
And
I'll help as well.
Okay, here's the first one.
so some people have already crawled out, and you guys are working on it. And this is how long it's going to take. We'll roll 3d6, and if that's how many turns it's going to take. But if you are successful, you can.
Okay.
I'll percentage it down. So go ahead and roll.
Okay, there it is. Okay, there's the first one.
All right, so you already made it. So
okay,
you can roll 3d6.
Okay. Blink.
All right, so normally it would have taken 11 turns to get this thing out. So it takes about an hour.
Wow. Okay.
And you guys are very nervous about the Sicilian making its way into the chamber as you're doing it, especially on this ground that's difficult to move on, treacherous terrain.
But we got it.
You got it. You're working.
So,
actually, is what I should say.
So it's not all in vain.
So do we go back to get the other two then?
All right, so you guys are up on the top of this, breathing heavily. You've worked hard. You would require torches again if you want, but it's just past noon. You can see the bright sun and one of the moons of the planet above through the greenery in this area where the foliage is more limited.
All right. Well, make our way.
Arfed, roll a d6.
Okay.
Five. Good. All right, so you guys are breathing heavily. Here, we should switch this. Dougal and Durf are just getting ready to pick up the capstone of the sarcophagus. And you can hear something moving through the jungle and speaking. I believe it's just up here. Come now, you fools. It sounds like some kind of some voice above the others talking to people.
So I think we have. So you said it took an hour.
Yeah.
So silence was 12 turns.
Okay, yeah. So you're still silenced.
We should be able to hear from outside, though. You guys want to like try to huddle and hide, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, maybe move into the brush and see who's coming.
Yeah. Sure. So trees to the west.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. With the stone, I guess. The stones.
I mean, we're silent. We're silent.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Don't leave the capstone.
Which
you guys
which
move
direction
and try
do
and-
they come from?
It's the southwest.
Okay.
So
From Sindanor, probably.
Yeah.
Sounds like another band of adventurers. Or...
Already, yeah.
so out this way, maybe.
Okay.
This sort of direction, yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I am working on something here quickly. I'm going to take a pee too, so go ahead and take a bio break, and we'll wrap this up soon.
All right.
So since Durf is a newcomer to Sindanor, have any of you that have adventured before had experience with other parties attacking you, or do we lay claim to a site? Do we put a mark? That sort of thing respected here.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at the Hundolfer's memoriam.
Yes, I know. Eh?
Oh, I don't know. I this is only my second journey out. I've heard of like some bad, some folks that kind of attack travelers, other mercs, but I haven't seen anything of any of you guys.
Well, we'll just lay here quiet and see what happens.
Arfed, you're the most experienced of us. Have you seen anything like that?
Is he there?
I don't
I think he's away.
You went to the bathroom.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a drink of water.
Yep. Yes.
We'll be right back too.
Yep.
That's why Hobbs put so much treasure down there and made it hard to get, because there's giant death worms.
Probably.
Well, now we know that that other giant thrumming sound has nothing to do with the worm. That's really interesting. What the hell is it? Maybe it attracts the worms like tremor style. And if you can shut off whatever it is.
Is there potential that's a proper big worm? You know?
Oh, that's true. Hey,
they're small.
Arfed, have you ever? You're the most experienced adventurer of us here. Have you ever heard of like are other adventuring groups on Kalmatta something we need to be super wary of?
Yeah. Do you know that?
We did meet one group once, but they were basically sort of friendly. The group we met, they were returning from treasure collecting or treasure hunting. So I've only ever encountered one other group.
I didn't think about carving like a sign, like purple worm with an arrow pointing down the hole. You know, for future adventurers. Sorry.
Well, maybe to scare them off, eh?
That's kind of the thing when we like go back to the city and deliver our treasure, though, right? Where that like if you take the 10% instead of the 25 and you tell them about it.
Yes.
To take the 10% or the 20%. What do you mean?
So when you return to Sindanor, the guards will require a tithe, and if it's 25% of any treasure found in the jungles, unless you give very specific information on where you got the treasure, and then it's only a 10% fee.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
All right, so you guys move preternaturally silent into the jungle. Are you going to stay there, or are you going to just run away?
Well, I thought we were staying here, guys, and we're staying quiet, right?
I mean, is there a possible positive outcome by anybody coming by that, like, if our intent is just to get this back to town safely?
We could warn them about the death worm and maybe save their lives, but they might be able to hurt us.
If you're into that kind of thing, sure.
Yeah.
Or we could just let them go in and, soften up the purple worm and maybe make it easier for us to get.
Up the purple worm, they'll steal all the loose leaf treasure we left lying around. Kind of like we just did with the last party.
They still have to get out. We have the high ground when they're coming back out,
I think Burl's kind of ambivalent. I would like to think we could still sneak away safely if you guys want to take a peek at what they look like.
Here, Todd.
Well,
all right. So
the answer is always just enough.
So he left the calling in charge of Todd. So Todd, after a strongly, vehemently whispered argument from the others, what is your plan? Holding on to this heavy stone lid.
I think we should just lie here and keep quiet and see what happens.
All right. Are the rest of you in accordance with that, or does the silence spell take off with Burl as he leaves.
No, I'll stay with the group. No, I'm not that passionate about it either way.
All right, so you guys are hiding.
Yeah.
Quick, take these branches and put them in your leaves, in your hair, Dougal says. It'll break up your silhouette.
Old army trick.
All right, so a fairly large party comes tromping into the area.
Oh. Okay.
Oof.
Some of them look like warriors in cot helmets, and some of them have different cloaks up over, but they all have a similar, I'm not going to say like a tabard or anything like that, but there is one guy in the back who seems to has a staff, and on the end of the staff, it looks like almost like a circle with outlying lines creeping off from it. It actually has a weird similarity to some of the iconography that you've seen.
Oh.
And he's speaking to the other, and he's like, "Us, my cultists, this is the place. I can feel it. This is where we shall find the resting place."
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Oh, evil cultists.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, maybe we should let them go down.
Oh, yes, yes. That's right. Okay. So let's just, let's just stay quiet. And,
Want to set the stone down?
yeah, it's getting a little heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Watch my feet. Okay. So do they?
He even babbles off some name.
Oh, yeah?
Daexon used to sing us.
Daex used to say us?
That's right. It's a non-Euclidean name.
That sounds legit.
That's a thing.
Okay. All right. Super. So are they going in?
All right, so they kind of spread out and they're checking it out, and some of the guys seem to be, exploring different areas. Time is passing. And you're fairly certain that eventually your hidden magical spell from the Chameleon slaying sword will be gone.
Okay. Maybe we should. How many are there?
What?
Oh.
Let's just duck away on the other side of the
Yeah,
tree.
let's just duck away. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before they get close, let's just leave.
Nothing good is going to come of this.
No. Oh no. Who the heck is that?
I would love to firebomb the Cthulhu cultists, but
So they're spreading out looking at stuff. The guy with the weird mask, it actually, his mask has the same look of the tentacles almost flying off of the central area.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
He's the one who has the big staff. Daexon Ushuongas, you can hear us. We feel you. Did you feel that? Did you feel it? I felt it. It is his power.
I would probably say Burl, as soon as we got the read on these guys, he'd be pointing to the other side of the woods to just mosey away.
Let's go. Yes.
yeah, pick up the stone and
Pick up the stone and go.
All right, so you guys start to take off. Let's see if any other ones can be rolled on a d6. There's a 17% chance of something else happening, but it doesn't.
Oh, good.
You guys arrive back in Sindanor.
Well, at least we know that Cthulhu cultists are there, or some sort of strange deity cultists are there.
Maybe they actually worship the purple worm.
Or
That sounds like pornography.
Yeah, it does.
Or Te Exen Usangus, whoever that is. Maybe somebody in town will know who that is.
Yeah.
All right, so you arrive at the gates, the blackguard. Oh, welcome back. You haven't been gone long. What do you declare? What the hell is that giant lid you're carrying?
Why?
Just because of masonry.
Don't you see the fine stonework on it? Look at this puppy. Look
you guys attempt to clear the thing now?
Yeah.
All right, so you have crowbars, and who is doing it?
Somebody's probably got some good dexterity, eh? Should take a stab at that.
Who's got the best decks?
Not me.
Does
This
dwarfism inherently help?
Sure. As a dwarf, I'll give you a +1.
I got a 14 dex as well. If we're gonna
Can we get can anyone help to give advantage or?
Sure.
All right. That's about as good as you're gonna get.
All right.
So it sounds like Burl is making the roll. It's only a 500 gold piece roll. Nothing to worry about. No pressure.
Okay. So no modifiers. This is just dex.
All right, you made it. All right, so yeah, you clear away the other pieces there, watching with that intently. All right, so those other guys probably would have paid a good price for this.
Yeah, probably. And then, or maybe would have killed us for even daring to have it.
Mm-hmm.
You dare.
I'm sure Hobbs would take the high road and be very reasonable.
I would take the die roll. All right, so it looks to me like we got 1,000 plus 175. Oh, I don't know if I wrote all this down. Plus 100 plus 90.
250 for the bars.
Yeah, I stopped writing stuff down in my sheet.
250 for the bars? Okay.
Didn't you guys get 400 from the one?
Yeah, in coins.
Moonstone.
400 gold pieces in coins.
Is that everything?
And you got the 3 gems?
No. Looks like you got
double-checking.
four gems total, right? 25, 75,
325 on the first haul, plus 250.
I'll make it 1975.
Plus 450.
I got more than that.
I've got 2,025 total.
I think I'm even above that for some reason. So the electrum bars are 250. The bronze bracelets were 90.
Oh, I missed. Yeah.
You found 100 gold pieces loose. Oh, here's the 3 gems at 175. Plus one, the last gem, the moonstone, would have been 50. So did you say 2075?
Yeah.
I had 2025. What do you have?
I have
2025.
2065.
I've got.
I have
Okay.
2065, but
Okay, I must have missed some.
I think the last gem, or I might have just added. We'll just go 2065. That's fine. So if you pay 10%, that's 206 gold pieces. So how many people are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, alive?
Alive?
Live?
Yeah, that's all that matters is alive.
4.
And then 4.
4? Who else died? Oh, because you only had 5 characters, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Gabriel.
Yeah.
All right, so 2065 divided by 4 is 516.
I gotta level my undead character.
So you guys get 516 XP from treasure plus 100 XP for surviving per level.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I don't do monster XP. This is what I just do straight across.
Yep. Good. Good. And then I get a 5% on top of that. Oh, good. And
So you get 10% to these guys.
yeah.
That means you guys get 464 gold, 7 silver pieces, and 5 copper pieces. So 464.75.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Good haul. Oh, yeah.
Does anyone want to carouse?
No.
All right, that's a no from Todd.
Not for me.
How about you, Stu? Would Burl like to carouse?
Burl's being slow and steady at the moment. Keep his wits about. I'm going to pass.
All right, Darren.
I've learned from my previous mistakes for a little while. I'm gonna actually I'm going to celebrate having some money for a little while.
All right, so who am I missing here? Not Stokes. He did not make it. Who haven't I asked yet? Eric?
Yeah, I'm good. I wouldn't be able to level, so I will hold off.
All right, so no one is carousing.
Chickens.
If I'm just short, I'm like 100 something.
Handolfo is carousing in Valhalla.
I don't know if being smashed by a purple Sicilian gets you to Valhalla.
Wow.
Come on.
I'm just kidding. All right. So I guess that's going to wrap it up then, guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So mostly successful session. Only Gabriel Perez Gachardi lost. Hundolfer.
Yes.
Hayes Borenson. He who parties on in Valhalla with the cleric of the all gods. All right. So as we wrap this up, does anyone have anything they want to say about anything or the session itself? Let's start with Todd.
Hey, great session. That was a lot of fun. And I don't know how's that it seemed like a pretty good haul. You know, they've been keeping track on the hauls that are coming out of these various sites.
I bet you someone is.
Somebody's anal enough to do that, and it just might be me. All right. Thanks for the game, though.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Eric.
Thanks for the game. That was fun. Didn't get smashed by a worm this time, but there's always next time.
There's always the next time the purple worm that attacks. When purple worms attack. All right, Gabriel.
Yeah, even if my card died, it was a really great session. I had a lot of fun. Handolfo is gonna hound them in the dreams, riding a purple worm, I guess.
Something about that just seems wrong.
Right, the purple worm.
Yeah, that's the idea of hunting.
Stu?
Yeah, no, that was a tight one. I wasn't quite sure we were going to make it there, but thanks for the session. It was good to meet Todd and Darren and good to see everybody else again.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Awesome. Darren?
Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah, all new faces apart from Gabriel. So, yeah, really enjoyed the time. My guy hit level 3, so I'm going to roll 3 points and get 0. Is that possible?
You always get a 1. Do you have a -2 to your con?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you get 1. Alfred.
Oh, he's got to 8 hit points on level 3. So that continues.
Pretty awesome that he made it to level 3, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Awesome. Jay said it was fun listening to the game with some smooth jazz underneath. I think my voice does, allow itself some fun with smooth jazz. All right, everybody.
Imagining Klezmer.
Thanks for joining us on this trip through Mr. Hobbs's Gamerhood. As always, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much to the players and to myself, the GM. No, I didn't mean that last part. Just the players. Thanks, players. I appreciate you as always. And any watchers. It looked like Mark was with us through most of it, Jay. So, yeah, that's pretty impressive, guys. Thanks. And any future listeners, if you want to catch any other games, I will be running this game another time soon. And we're running a basic fantasy RPG experiment as well on this channel. Otherwise, just catch the podcast, Hobbs and Friends, Random Screed, Hex Talk, or Assless Chaps. There's a little teaser for that last one, guys. Thanks again.
Do you want to know more?
I'd like to consider my Patreon.
It's better to burn out than to fade away.